Hello, YouTubers and Expedition owners. The title of this will be probably speaker window regulator replacement on Ford Expedition EL07, which sometimes those last parts don't matter. But I am not. This isn't going to actually show you how to take. Oh, there it is. Door panel off and stuff like that, because someone else did an excellent job at showing almost step for step and explaining it in good video, and hopefully I can put the link down below for you to show that. So I kind of waste of time showing you that when you got a guy that looked like a Ford service tech doing an excellent job showing you how to get the panel off and then also getting the window regulator out. So if you're just in here replacing speakers, what I was running into, and I'll explain right now, I already didn't have money for the regulator aspect. Christmas coming up, just maybe like you and me, money's tight, and now I got to replace a regulator. Well, just maybe while you're watching it, like I'm filming it, while I got it apart, I'm going to mess with it. So I'm going to replace the factory speakers and get some soundproofing on the panels. Now, if you have to take the regulator out, or even if you don't, if you're just doing the speakers, you got to take this whole shebang out to gives you nice, easy access to get any, if you do the Dynamat, peel, seal, whatever you use, to get some sound proofing or dampening back there. That's great, but thank you, Ford, for making a nice, expensive window regulator. I mean, it holds the speaker, like everything. I've done couple of regulators in cars, and this wasn't hard, it just was more expensive versus a $30 regulator. I was lucky to get this locally for just under 60 bucks with the tax, but even on Amazon, a Dorman, I believe it is, was 90 bucks. Another off-brand was still 65, approaching 70 bucks, which wasn't getting good reviews. Dorman was, and it's supposed to be a good aftermarket. And even a brother-in-law works at a auto parts store, and he couldn't get anything under 115 even with his discount. So that was getting to be ridiculous. So able to snag that for 60. I guess half the point why I'm doing this too is if you're looking at the speaker aspect, this is a 5x7. If you go to Crutchfield or any other, to try to look up your size, it says 6x8. Or it also says 5 1/4. I don't know how they think a 5 1/4 is going to fit in here, because it didn't even recommend having a adapter bracket for that 5 1/4. I had a 5 1/4 and I just pieced it up there and this is not going to work. It would fit in a hole, but trying to attach it, secure it, wasn't going to be a good idea. I got this for I think under 20 bucks on Amazon, and that's why I went with it, because another forum said 5x7s would fit. I could have got a 6x8 for 30 bucks, but again, already on a budget. My wife wouldn't appreciated spending even another 10 bucks on a 6x8, and honestly, that size difference. I'm not coming from I didn't do competition stereos, but I had some good stuff back in the day. And I would spend the money on the kickers and the Alpines and just stuff like that. So me coming from some good audio to a Boss 5x7, I'm not pounding in this Expedition. I just want some good sound, some nice clarity, and I already hooked this up, and comparing it with the factory, it's night and day. Just the clarity aspect is just nice. So while I'm already in here, door panels off, I'm going to futz with this. In case there's any comments, I don't really care what some of you say, but yes, this is the roofing peel and seal from Menards is what I got it from, for I think even on sale for 75 bucks. So I'm going to pay 75 cents a square foot for my dampening, versus you guys want to pay way too much for other stuff. Foil faced, whatever. I don't believe some of that crap works any better. A double layer of this material, I've never had problems. This is going to be the one probably 10th car I've put and used that kind of material in. I don't get the smell, I don't have the odor or any other problems. Just a nice couple layers on the door or other panels that might have vibrations, and it does a heck of a job cutting those down, on top of some insulation properties too if you get it on the roof liner. But that's not happening in this vehicle. So the regulator installation was pretty straightforward if you're mechanically inclined. Just really removing some bolts. There's only a couple things you got to transfer over. Is the side, I believe this is a airbag sensor. Obviously the doorknob and that stuff, and taking the wire harnesses, disconnect that off. Speaker, if you're going to use this back to factory speaker. I did get the, also, that's just it, spending 17, 18 bucks on that, plus spending 10 bucks on 4 of these adapters. So I was like, well, I don't like hacking factory wiring, and this makes it nice and easy. So I ended up spending 30 bucks worth of adapters and speakers, but you know, whatever. Both on Amazon. I've had some Boss, just anything's better than factory. Some cheapy speakers in the past, and you know what, I'm happy with them. As long as you're not going to amp them and blow them out, they work just fine. So I just want to share that experience. Obviously this isn't a how-to on some of that stuff, but if you're looking and wondering, because I didn't find any other videos as far as trying to address the speaker situation, it also says I think those sizes fit in the rear doors. I haven't tackled that yet. Kind of want to, and maybe in the future, but got another speaker and other stuff I want to tackle the other side, make that clear too. But a 5x7, or maybe make sure, kind of hiding, but it's kind of like an L. Usually when you're looking, the 5x7s, if it's just a hole, this might not work, but if it has that kind of right angle in there, a 5x7 will fit in a 6x8 hole and line up with the screws. So 5x7, 6x8, I would not go with the 5 1/4 size. Plus they cost more anyways, so I guess why not get one of those other two and make it work. Any questions or comments, you can leave them below and I'll try to answer them. Otherwise, I don't think there's anything else I wanted to address. So now it's time to get the panel back on here and get onto other things for the day. Thanks for watching.